Christian Printup, do you realize how liberating it is to actually tell Brandy come to life in the real world that you're Maitreya, and you know what, life is a bullshit game, and you know what, I've experienced it, man. I mean, I've seen it from the top to the bottom, and you know, the people at the bottom are usually the glue that holds everything together. Seriously, I mean, what do you think is more important? A fucking CEO, you know, making decisions that run, you know, lives into fucking brick walls, you know, financially, or, you know, the people that actually do things that are important, you know? I mean, how about teachers and cops and firemen? Wait a minute, switch that. I like firemen a lot more than cops, although there are a lot of good cops, you know? I actually had Sacramento police, yeah, they pulled me over for a light, and in the, you know, ensuing not fracas, another cop car pulled up, and I thought, oh fuck, here it goes, you know, because I mean, my record makes me look like a really, really, really bad guy to them. And you know what? He got out and he said, Stevie at Pure H2O, I'm a fan, can I take a picture? I'm like, fuck yes, please do. And you know, while we're at it, can you tell, you know, all your friends that basically the attempted murder on a police officer was because my mom had told me that it was okay to exercise my constitutional right to free speech to police officers. And you know what? I have thoroughly paid the fucking price for that. No shit. They beat my ass in Florida. They twisted my knee. I couldn't run for 6 fucking months. No shit. The doctor for the Miami Heat said that they didn't tear every ligament like this, but they tore it like that, sprained it, every ligament, and they tore the fascia from the bone. I looked like the Elephant Man. And then they put me in a cell with like 13 black guys. It was like a 14 pod, you know, and you know what, they didn't like me at all, because basically I said it's not my fault that you're a genetic fuck up, that basically, you know, you would have been food, okay, and you know, you fucking treat me like shit and used to suck guys' cocks like me, you know, metaphorically, you know, on TV, okay, because, you know, I'm the motherfucker that was catching niggas out of midair and shit on 4th and inches, and you know what, there wasn't a motherfucking thing that I couldn't do on the football field. No shit. I mean, I'm fast as fuck, Mott's. And you know what? No. In a sprint, it doesn't really matter. But you know what? Herschel Walker was fast as fuck. And he's one of the best running backs that's ever graced this game, man. I mean, seriously. People don't realize that when fucking Minnesota traded away their future for fucking Herschel Walker, they had a scat back offense set in place for like guys like Darren Nelson from fucking Stanford, you know, take a step to the right and cut back. That's not Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker is a fucking, I mean, how would you describe him? You know what? A definite fucking mix between a cheetah and a tiger. You know what? And fucking fierce, man. One of the best to ever fucking play the game. And they didn't change the offense to suit him at all. You know what? And that's coaching. You know what? And they get paid for that shit. And guys laud them. And you know what? Tell you what, Christian Printup, I am in love with who I think is, you know, like a class representative for women. I mean, beautiful on the inside and out. If I had actually been blind, you know what? I would have fallen in love with her. Seriously. Almost too good to be true. But you know what? She's almost lived a life kind of like me. I used to think I was ugly until I was 18. Seriously. There was times, like if I had a pimple, I didn't want to come out of the house. So that makes it even worse that I would say this to my beautiful ex-wife. You know what? My best man, before the wedding, pulled me aside and said, dude, are you sure you want to get into this? She was absolutely beautiful, but, you know, she had a slight skin condition, okay? You know what? Passed down. And big deal, easily fucking cured. Tell you what, if I was really, really rich, Christian, what I would do is I would scour the ghettos, okay, and the lower socioeconomic classes for all the really smart kids that are getting in trouble, okay, because there's nothing to fucking do in this country, because the rich, they generate nothing for anybody but themselves, okay? You know, they don't do anything for anybody but pool money in these huge bank accounts, and an ecosystem cannot survive if you keep pooling all the nutrients, okay? And that's what money is for the economy. And some people have way too much. And the fact of the matter that they've fucking paid politicians to basically legally steal it, it doesn't matter, okay? It's like this. I am Robin Hood come to life. No shit. I can absolutely dismantle this bullshit economic machine that the rich have basically condemned Earth with, okay? Batteries that last a little bit and toxify the planet for 10,000 years. Plastic fucking disposable razors that could be designed to last a long time, but they're not. And they will degrade for 10,000 years or more. Tell you what, this little scheme to basically package and dice and slice and sell planet Earth, you know what? It's an alien scheme to destroy this planet, and I'm saying right now that I'm Maitreya, and the ball's in your court, okay? How many people discover a technique, Christian, that isn't in the Kama Sutra? I did. You know what? And yeah, it's the shit. It took a woman who had been raped by a man who in the future better start looking over his shoulder, okay? Seriously, because this is what I plan. I plan on making a movie, and it's going to show women that had been paid to lure predators into Pulp Fiction type scenarios. And it's an on-purpose thing. The guys will be completely camouflaged when this is put on videotape. And then it will be put on YouTube, and then it will be banned. You know what? But word will spread. It'll copy. And I'll tell you what, the fucking rate of that shit in the movie, you know, it's going to eventually stop. And then because people think, you know what? There's really nothing to fucking do. The rich have fucking pretty much fucked everything, you know what? And I'm fucking angry. And they got Megan's List and shit on fucking, you know, I mean, I foresee a future where, like in the desert somewhere, there's a big camp. And guys that, you know, like to fucking hurt women and children, they just start showing up, okay? Because they're afraid of what's happening to their brethren, okay? You know what? And I won't be fucking, I won't say I'm sorry at all. I'll say, you know what? It's too bad that I promised my kids that I would never break the law again. Otherwise, I might be one of those guys that's in camouflage, putting the work in, saying, oh, really? You like to fucking hurt women and kids? And I'll tell you what, girl. I'm talking to you, Tara Chow. I am a knight, but a knight from the people. Knights in the past, they were fucking cruel and vicious. They would do anything they wanted to if they could get away with it, basically, for the most part, I think, right? And yeah, I have done this, and I got a job at the Lucky Derby Casino for well over a year, I think, making about $1,600 a month. That wasn't bad pay, you know. The owner, because he knew that, you know, I was considered vicious, he gave me a call and he said, you know what, there's an employee of mine, and her boyfriend is choking her out, you know, laying hands on her, and, you know, was there anything that, like, I could do about it? And I said, yeah, give me the address and the number, and tell her to call me, all right? And I want to work this out, so, you know what, I don't have to knock on the door, I'm just fucking let in, and then, you know what, it's showtime, all right? And, yeah, so, yeah, I ended up knocking on the bathroom door, and he was taking a bath, and started to get mouthy, and I said, bitch, I said, if I have to fucking ask you one more time, I'm going to kick this motherfucker in, and I'm going to drown your punk ass. So get up and get the fuck out, and let's do it. And he did. And then I methodically beat his fucking ass, not like bam, 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 but like choking him the fuck out, you know, and then, you know, yeah, and talking to him, okay, telling him that I know people, bitch, and it wouldn't really be difficult to fucking make you vanish from the face of the motherfucking earth. You feel me? Okay, you know what? Oh yeah, I'm a good actor. You know, I mean, you know, fucking how many guys can make Brenda Dinkins piss their fucking pants? Anybody that knows Brenda Dinkins, like Christy Gwynn, put it like this, Tara Chow. Christy Gwynn is a legend, okay? I would think that this qualifies as legendary status. There was a bar girl Baby, oh my God, the love of my life. It was called the Texas Saloon, and it was better than the fucking Roadhouse one ever wanted to be. I don't think they actually had fatalities in the parking lot from fucking shootouts like the old Wild West. I mean, seriously, you know, that was the Texas Saloon. It was bad to the bone, and I was there wearing this jacket. You know what? And people are like, fucking, what is he, an undercover cop and shit? And they don't know that I had given Christy Gwynn a call, okay? I didn't want to fuck around with Real Linda at night again and get fucking lost again, you know what? And end up waking up in my fucking car, you know what? Because I didn't want to fucking smoke my fucking pipe in the car and shit and get arrested and get caught, right? And so Christy pulled up, and it was Toy Run weekend, girl. Oh yeah, it was a big fucking deal. There was more Harley, I mean badass fucking Harleys, because everybody from the outlying areas had come to the Texas Saloon. And tell you what, there must have been, I don't know, 35, 50 fucking Harleys parked underneath the lights. And when Christy Gwynn pulled up in his vet, the place went fucking absolutely nuts. I swear to God, they moved every Harley, not just enough to park his fucking Corvette in the back, like 4 or 5. They moved them all off the front, okay? And Christy came in, and it was like, and I saw everybody, oh my God, I heard people, oh my God, that's Christy Gwynn. And I'm thinking, damn, you know what? I didn't know my friend was fucking like connected like that shit, right? And then when he came up and gave me a hug, right? People are like, holy fuck, you know what? Like, what's going on? And how Christy and I became friends was, yeah, Brenda Dinkins, God rest her soul. She was absolutely beautiful. You like to eat pussy, girl? Brenda had one of the finest, and she was savage. Oh yeah, a product of her environment. She was bad to the fucking bone. She's why Tim Wright's dead. I mean, she fucking stole a quarter pound of fucking dope, and Tim was connected, okay? I mean, he had some of the best. And you know what? The only reason why I was fucking her was because she was clowning him. She was fucking following me from club to club, wanting to fuck me. And I said, look, I'll smoke your dope, okay? But I'm not going to fuck you because he's my connect. And you know what? That's some fucking bomb-ass dope when word spreads. And if I fucking fuck you, then all the other connects will be like, you know, we don't want nothing to do with them. And it's not like I can't replace your pussy. You know what? It ain't like it's the best. You know what I'm saying? So basically kick rocks. And she kept coming back. and then we were at the Cisco's. And she disrespected him, and in front of everybody, Tim Wright said, you know what, fuck it, fuck that bitch. You want her, you can have her. And I was like, look, tell me once, tell me twice. Anyways, you know, I ended up fucking Brenda Dinkins, and you know what, Tim Wright ended up dead basically because of a woman. I knew he would. I mean, him parked down the street with that little fucking like 32 in his hand, and I had a 40 caliber Glock locked and loaded in my hand, ready to go. And I told him, I said, you know what, I would put that down, homie, and talk about this since you're the one that gave her over to me. And I told you, you know what, bros before hoes, homie, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is fucking out of line. And since you got a little pop gun and I got something that put a fucking hole through your engine block, you know what, nigga, put that motherfucker down. And so he did, right? And yeah, so Brenda fucking ends up taking my money, you know, like everybody told me that she would, and I didn't think that she would, right? But I woke up and $517 was gone, and so was the clip in my gun, okay? But they didn't take the extra clip. They didn't find it. It was hidden. And so when Brenda came back, she was really surprised to get a fucking gun. Fucking, I'll tell you what, that bitch would have helped me look for that money for the rest of my life, okay? And I would have never found it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so what I did is I put her up against the wall, and I put a gun in her mouth, you know, and they don't just let it go in their mouth, you know, it hits lips and then it hits teeth. And you know what, there's this thing with like porcelain, it don't fucking go against metal. And so they open up, and I said, you fucking cunt. I said, they told me you're gonna fuck me over. I didn't believe it, and so now I'm gonna tell you, you got 24 hours to get my shit, or you're gonna vanish from the face of the earth, and no one's gonna give a fuck about you because you're a cunt, you're a rat ass. I mean, you're fine as fuck, and people will go, you know, whatever happened to Brenda Dinkins? You know what? And then you know what? She pissed her fucking pants, my nigga. So I told her, I said, you're getting in my fucking truck, and you know I can get in the back like a dog. You're gonna get in the front, put a fucking towel down, sit on that shit, and tell me where we're fucking going to this Christy, right? I thought it was a woman, and it turned out to be one of the baddest fucking looking dudes. I'll tell you what, when Christy Gwynn was my age, okay, and in his 30s, okay, he was one of the baddest motherfuckers probably I mean, bad to the bone. Oh yeah, yeah, he was a legend. And you know what? Don't matter who he fucking was with, rode with, whatnot. You know what? If anybody in the Oakland chapter has a problem with anything that I said in the past, it's like this. I call out anybody, okay? Anybody that's affiliated with you, okay? Whether it's Rick, Cheat, you know, whatever, and we'll handle it and leave Christy the fuck out of it. He had nothing to do with shit, okay? And anyways, fucking, so Brenda fucking, I swear to God, you know, the fucking truck wasn't even, I was going like, you know, pulling in 10 miles, 9, 8. She was at the door about 7 miles an hour. I mean, and was fucking screaming, running past him. This is him, Christy, he's crazy, and he's got a gun. And Christy was outside in his fucking flip-flops. This was the summertime, and he was fucking watering his lawn and shit. And he said, do you want to come in? And I said, sure. And I was told later by a connected source that I was welcome at Christy's house basically anytime that I wanted to go there. But I was told never to bring a gun again. And I said, look, again, if anybody has a problem with me taking a gun into a situation like that, then you know what? Tell them to step the fuck behind you and talk to me, because it's like this. I'm not gonna go into a situation like that and have motherfuckers pop out behind couches, come out from doors, you know what? Yeah, with guns, and I'm sitting there, oh, well, yeah, you know what? It is what it is. You know, I'm a pacifist, okay? I don't like to fight. That's why I take my shit into cages, you know, in rings. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there that do, and they're pussy, and the only thing they're gonna fuck with me is a gun. So it's too goddamn bad that cop lied and fucking tried to pull me over and shit, and I, you know, basically fled. And yeah, that's another story and shit. And yeah, so that's the only reason I can't carry a gun. But anyways, Tara Chow, I am, do I sound like a fucking pussy when I say that, oh, I'm head over heels for you? You are the find of a lifetime, and what I would be willing to do is to basically pack up my game and go to the East Coast. Oh yeah, you're worth that, definitely. And it's not like right after I got off the phone with you, I didn't get a call from a 908. Oh yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's cool as fuck, and he likes to smoke weed. And you know what? He said that there was a really big asshole that was being an asshole, like they kind of do sometimes, and he knocked him the fuck out. And I said, damn, you know what? I want to do this like fucking show where, you know, people like call in and they say that there's this asshole and he hangs out in a certain place and shit. And so we get like some savage, you know, and like put him in, and you know, it's on camera, and then the asshole fucking does his thing, and then the savage like legally, verbally talks this guy into fucking a legal beatdown, you know, I mean, and getting fucked up, you know, not with gloves on, but like, you know, I mean, just smashed, you know. And I said, would you be willing to do that? And he's like, for sure. And it's like, cool, there's some cool motherfuckers. And it's not like I don't have friends like Joe Achu and Billy Sullivan. You know, is it true that there was a $35,000 offer on this jacket because, you know, it graced one of the best that could have ever been? But you know what, Lou Holtz, it's like this. Thank you, bitch. What if I got hurt, dude? What if I fucking what if I didn't pan out like everybody thought? You know, put it like this, Lou, you telling me that I didn't have the ability to fucking play when I'm fucking everything up in my path? And you know, remember that 45-minute talk that we had before the season started? Everybody else got like 2 to 5 minutes. 2 for walk-ons. Yep, coach, you know what? I'm really fucking glad. You know, if my name is Tom Galloway, I might suck your cock to get on the fucking field. And oh, you know what? Too slow, Clint, Joe Pott, national championship, Tim Brown, touchdown, call back. I think that if I was playing Lou, that I could have probably got to my guy, annihilated him, and then fucking made up for all the other guys that you were playing that were like subpar and inferior and shit, nigga. Tell you what, I could have been one of the best, and the play proves it. And you know what, Lou? Bye-bye, bitch. Yeah, I'm going famous. And you know what, Skipper? I'm going to stew your daddy in his fucking grave, and if I fucking find out that you're anything like him, I'm gonna legally fuck you up too, bitch, and there won't be a thing that you can do about it. Seriously, because you're Skip Holtz. Who the fuck do you know? Okay, you might know people that know people, but by that time, you know what? I mean, it's so fucking yeah. And it's like this, my nigga. I'm smart, and I can do things that won't get me in trouble legally, but will absolutely render your shit and potentially. I mean, I would like to actually make your dad commit suicide. Seriously, you know what? I mean, if I could actually humiliate your dad to the point that he took his own life, I would throw a fucking party, and I bet you fucking Foge Fozzie will be dancing up there. You know what? I always liked you, kid. You know what? It's like this, Foge. Remember when you patted me on the ass in a non-gay way, and you said, go out there and wreck them? No shit. He said, go out there and wreck them. It's not me the one that's holding you back. And so in a closing statement to all the football fans across America, what you see on the field doesn't necessarily mean shit, because Marty Lippincott at nose tackle and Dan Quinn at outside linebacker, and then, a few odds and ends, the last scrimmage before we went down to play Texas A&M, we fucked you up, first team offense. We absolutely dominated. We absolutely fucking overwhelmed you, took control. If fucking Lou Holtz doesn't give you like 7 fucking first downs when you were trying to punch it in, my niggas, I mean, you had me fucking infiltrating the backfield, Marty fucking shit up in the middle. We dominated. The shit fucking squad actually gave an effort and fucked the number 1 offense up. And you know what, Lou? It's like this, bitch. Bye-bye, okay? I'm Mike Trey. You fuck with me, and you're through. The end. And Tara, I want to taste you as soon as I can, and I want to taste you every day for the rest of my life. Peace out. I swear to God, I'm like head over heels, and I can't stop talking about it. And now I'm going to go treat myself to 3 Wendy's 99-cent somethings, and then I'm going to go have a coffee, and then I'm going to think about you for about 3 hours, and I'm going to jack off. I would rather jack off thinking about you than be with anybody else. So you know what? Yeah, it is what it is, girl. Peace out.